Hey guys, Zach here again. As I have said before, we're picking up right where we left off. I am eating some goldfish, so if you hear me munching in the background, I apologize. All we got thus far is ... question mark. So, I guess let's get right back to where let's get up to see what's going on. Why is it so bright outside? ... exclamation point. What the? Why is it already 8:30? I'll up to my feet, scrambling to put my clothes on, and tear out the front door. It's kind of a weird thing. I'm not even a good student. In fact, I'm pretty much my teacher's nightmare. Being in a rush to get to school isn't like me. Maybe it's because there's a difference between choosing to ditch and ditching by accident. One is your conclusion, your conclusive, your conscious decision. The other is not. Highly descriptive. I know I'm told that my essays are a joy to read. By the time I actually enter the classroom, it's already 8:42. The teacher glances at me from his periphery, but surprisingly enough, he hasn't tried to humiliate me. In fact, he doesn't make a single comment, as if I weren't late at all. Elizabeth, on the other hand, is wearing a prominent glare as I slip into my seat. She keeps her mouth shut, but her face radiates with disapproval. Yahiko nudges my foot and gestures frantically. Dude, his voice spits out in a hurried whisper. I lean over to hear what he has to say. What? Of all the days to be late, you had chose today? Was there a pop quiz? There was a pop quiz. I'll take that as a no. Dude, I'm talking about the cutie over there. You missed her intro earlier. He gestures vaguely to the back of the classroom. I sneak a peek when I'm sure the teacher isn't looking. I find the girl sitting by the window, head delicately turned against a slender finger as she examines something in the distance. In ordinary circumstances, I might have thought her to be gorgeous. After all, she matches the ideal of traditional beauty to a T. Silky hair, Porculean skin, I guess? I don't know. Delicate lips, and the whole 9 yards. Great, of course. But instead, I only find myself thinking, what the hell? promptly followed by, who, what, where? Who, what, when, where, why, how? Very intelligible, I know. But how else am I supposed to react when an old friend, whom I haven't seen in ages, just randomly walks back into my life? Not only that, but as a transfer student to my school, on the very last year I happened to be there. Her eyes snap to mine, but before I can see her reaction, I quickly went back to the front of the classroom. Maybe I'm selling things, but it's not like her. Maybe I'm seeing things. Maybe it's not really her. There's no way it could be her. Why not? Right? It's okay, buddy. I'm here for you. We'll see what happens. It's okay. I reluctantly turn my head back to the teacher, who seems to be in a very enthusiastic rant about technology. Surprise, surprise! This generation is wasting away from being glued to dead pixels every waking moment. Well, today, I'm not having any of these newfangled contraptions. We're returning to the trusty pen and paper. And it'd be fantastic if I stopped doing that. As the class erupts with groans, he scribbles 3 words on the board with his stylus. Your dream job. They won't give us a break, will they? Furthermore, the teachers deactivated our tablets and is currently handing out sheets of lined paper. Handwriting? Really? As Yahiko passes the sack to me, he leans close. So, what do you think? I think I'm tired of writing about my non-existent future. Huh? I was talking about the new girl. Oh, right, the new girl. Was her name Mizaki Kazahana by any chance? How did you know? So it really is her. And apparently I got a loading bubble on my mouse for some reason. That's interesting. I never thought I would see her again. Much less in my own classroom. Oh, I know. You must have some sort of psychic ability. Yes, of course, Eureka! Dude, you need some help. What? I mean, how else could you have known her name? Can you read her mind too? What does she think of me? How he came to that conclusion is beyond me. Nevertheless, this seems like an excellent opportunity to screw with him. It'd be a shame not to. I press my finger to my temples, pretending to tune into Misaki's thoughts. Ah, oh, I see. What? She has a huge crush on you. Really? What? Yahiko shakes his legs impatiently as I pause. Can you stop thinking for a second? I keep getting interference. Huh? Oh, sorry. He scratches his face in concentration. Now, you're thinking of not thinking. Whoa. You really can read minds. You doubt my abilities? How dare you, sir? No, I just... I'm getting something. Yahiko clamps his mouth shut. I rub my temples, mumbling under my breath. It seems she has a crush on you, but she doesn't think you have the courage to talk to her. Oh no. Yahiko puffs out his chest as if he were presented with a challenge. Ha! As if anything can deter the great Yahiko Ikari from approaching such a beauty. Yahiko! This is a writing prompt, not a discussion prompt. Focus on your assignment. Right. Sorry, Teach. He immediately regains his composure, and starts scribbling messily on his composition paper. That was oddly quick. I take a quick glance around my classmates. My classmates are hunched over their desks, some writing furiously, some staring awkwardly into space. The most avid one is Elizabeth, who's already on a second page, lips moving furtively as her arms blurs down her paper. I'm not surprised. She retains this naive belief that she can actually control her future. I can't wait for her life to prove her wrong. Misaki, on the other hand, has completely thrown away any pretense of studiousness, choosing to text under her desk with one hand while simultaneously pretending to write with the other. That's pretty impressive. Impressive, actually. I take a quick pinch under the arm to check if... Oh, okay. I take a quick pinch under the arm to check my state of consciousness. Not dreaming, apparently. It's Mizaki Kazahaya. In the flesh. Hooray. 5 minutes. Right, the assignment. What did the teacher say? Dream job? Write one page? I stare promptly at the screen as if it'll provide an answer. Meh, I don't want to deal with this. I deftly set my pencil and paper and scribe my response. 1 page. As the morning classes slug on, I feel a very prominent gaze burning into the back of my head. I refuse to turn around, trying to piece my thoughts together. Should I approach her or not? While the bell rings, Yahiko immediately tugs on my sleeve, his face shining. Something seems like it didn't work. Dude, I'm gonna talk to her. Who? The new girl, of course. She must be the shy princess type, waiting for her Prince Charming to sweep her off her feet. Who better than me to make her dream come true? Everybody else in the world? That's who's better than you. I think you mean Nightmare. Well, good luck with that. You're not coming. Why would I? Surely, Yahiko Carly wouldn't be suggesting that he needs help from me. To learn, of course. I worry for you, my man. You may end up a spinster your whole life. You haven't snagged a single date in all the time I've known you. Well, neither have you, but I won't mention that. Or the fact that spinsters are exclusively female. So, are you coming? I am, I guess. At the very least, this will be a chance for me to see what kind of person she's become. Mihiko swaggers over to the side of Misaki's desk, expertly raising a single eyebrow as he flips his hair out of his face. Why, hello there! I brace myself for a slap or a headlock in response. Misaki only tilts her head quietly to the side, regarding him with a single arched eyebrow. Can I help you? This appears to fluster Yahiko for a moment. Thankfully, he's not the school's best Casanova for nothing. Which honestly really tells you something about the quality of our Casanovas. Actually, yes. You have a map because... Before he can even finish his sentence, Nahaki's fingers whipped around her phone with ease. A long practice. In 3 seconds flat, she pulled a campus map onto her screen and shoved it in front of his face. Here! Where in particular are you looking for? Wait. Oh! Are you also a transfer student? What? That certainly would make much more sense. I was just thinking, it was a little strange that a student would be asking me for directions since I just transferred here. But I should have realized you must feel the instant connection of a fellow transfer student. When did you come here? Wait, this is a big misunderstanding. I'm trying to hit on you. Oh, I see. 7 out of 10. Huh? Huh? I read your approach. You didn't even introduce yourself. You're right. How careless of me. I am the one and only Yahiko Ikari. Surely you've heard of me. I highly doubt that. You wouldn't by any chance happen to be the Yahiko Ikari from Grover Mecker, the president of Kane. That Yahiko Ikari? Yahiko's chest practically doubles in size. Wait, what? Indeed I am. Are you by any chance a fan? The biggest! I really enjoy the political satire. And the music is just amazing. Have we been watching the same show? Did you know that our powder tag is one of the top trending? And Ishimu Times has us listed as a viral phenomenon? Viral for what reason? Well, that must be a different story. Congrats! I was sure it'd become a big hit. But of course! Even the stars themselves are no match for an Ikari. Or the moon! Oh yeah! Guess what my dream is? Is it... to build a vacation home on the moon? Yes! A vacation home? I wonder what would happen if you jumped on a trampoline while on the moon. This is a good question. What would happen? You would go flying. That's what happened. How high could you go? You can't because the direction of up isn't classified on it. Technically, but I don't know, but I'm definitely going to test it. Yahiko and Mizaki are new besties, apparently, which is nothing short of absolutely terrifying. Meanwhile, I'm being completely ignored. Maybe she doesn't recognize me. Hey, Miki. She tilts her head in my direction, eyes bright. Hi. Do I know you? Wait, what? She doesn't remember. Come to think of it, she hadn't spared me a single word or even a glance. She doesn't. How could she not? It's Yama Ishimoto. He's my minion. That's all. I'm sorry, I don't think we've met. You've got to be kidding. Childhood friend, 4 years back, you, me, and Ryui. They all hung out together. What? Total blameless. She's honestly forgot. Words starting to pour out of my mouth as I frantically search for something to get a reaction out of her. We all lived in Seto, Small town, 3-hour drive away, yes, no. I'm sorry, I don't think... You're kidding, right? We all play together, we were inseparable, and we met at that festival. The one with the lanterns. Mizaki's expression gradually turns from polite to more and more skeptical. Of all the ways I imagined we'd be reunited, this definitely not on the top of the list. I don't blame you. I wouldn't want to see this of a childhood friend either, but okay. Do you really not remember? I'm really very sorry. This can't be. Mimi and I bawled our eyes out after she left. We hovered by the phone for hours, waiting for a single call. When nothing came, we even resorted to hovering by the mailbox in the vain hopes that we'd receive some snail mail. Is she saying that during that time, that one month when she turned 6, or she turned into 1 year, which turned into 4 years, she just forgotten us? How could that be possible? Unless, by any chance, you haven't gotten into a tragic car accident and ended up with amnesia, have you? That's why you haven't called not in 4 years? She backs away slowly, like I'm an insane psychopath. Okay, this is bad. This is really, really bad. I wore a kimono. You really don't remember. She stops at that. A flash of recognition catches her eye. Got her. Bam! Got her! Oh no. Wait, what? I'll wear a goodbye kitty kimono and ran around calling you a tooth fairy? Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. You did? On second thought, I really shouldn't have talked to her with no one. I really should have talked to her with no one else in the classroom. I was a kid. But you wore her a kimono and called her the tooth fairy. Yeah, but... About time you admitted it, Yama. I'm struck speechless as the situation begins to dawn on me. You know who I am. Know you? How could I not? It's only been 4 years. Then you were faking it, of course. Faking it, of course. Well, it's not every day you see an old childhood friend who just decides to disappear one day. She stops at that. A flicker of irritation crosses her eyes at my cutting tone. It's not like I wanted to leave Seto Yama. It's not like I wanted to leave Seto Yama. So why did you, genius? My mother didn't leave me with much of a choice. You mean Tomi? She nods, okay, right. You could have at least told us you were moving. I couldn't. I wait for an elaboration, but it never comes. That's it? You just couldn't tell us? Why not? Do you mind if we can talk about it later? Yama, I'm not very comfortable discussing it in class. I open my mouth to object, but something about Mizaki's expression prevents me from pursuing the issue any further. She genuinely seems distraught. Wait. You wore a goodbye kitty kimono and called Mizaki the tooth fairy. Luckily, Yahiko managed to change the subject. I decided to play along for the time being. I was a little kid, dang it. I hear excuses! All excuses! It's not an excuse. There's a legitimate explanation. I somehow fell, got my yukata all dirty. And it was a festival. It was at the festival. And we weren't very close to home. And maybe he had an extra kimono. That was it. That's all. A goodbye kitty kimono? Yes. I agree. That is fantastic. Somehow having Yahiko mouth me doesn't make the entire 10 years, just makes the entire thing 10 times worse. I cast a half pleading, half indignant glare at Mizuko, who only shrugs in response. It isn't my fault you enjoy cross-dressing. I don't. If only I had pattern at the time, I would have taken a photo. Wait. So what's this pattern that you keep mentioning? Judging by the reactions, I'm getting I've committed a huge fuck spence. You don't know what patter is? Where have you been living in your whole life? Under a rock? Well, technically, that's what my name would imply. What? Is it like the Secret Service database or something? Far more important, it's the most popular social network website in today's society. I really question your priorities. Through Patter, you share posts with 90 characters or less. It allows you to spread important news, demonstrate your support, provide instant feedback to questions, or just blog about your day. Grand. Rover Mecker got big because of Patter. As for me, I like to give updates on the progress of my day. Okay, fine. But does anybody actually care? A sudden deathly chill pervades the room. My second major flux pass of the day, apparently. People care? Are you sure? Because the way I see it, tapping two buttons doesn't exactly make you. They care! They care, damn it! Don't say nothing different till you pat yourself. Don't say nothing? Intense, Mizaki. Wait, what? But the conversation grinds to a halt when Mizaki's phone trills in her hand. She immediately regains her composure. Kazahaya speaking. Yes, understood. I'll be there in 5 minutes. The phone, she cuts the call and provides her phone into her pocket, and shoves her phone into her pocket, looking me square in the eye. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. I must go. Duty calls. Duty? What kind of duty? My employer has a job for me. Job? Now? What about school? Oh, I'm not sure. I'm sure they'll excuse me for this one. They'll excuse this one. Let's talk again later, Yama. Oh, and make sure you bring Yui, okay? Grand. Goodbye! Okay, thanks. And like a tornado, stalking its next target, she blazes out of the room. I'm left completely dumbfounded, with a Yohiko who's dancing around the room like he just won his mansion on the moon. I have a fan! I have an actual fan! A real fan! Yay! Woo! I need therapy. Apparently. Good God, dude. So I'm sorry you're gonna be if you're that happy over a single fan. I wonder how long it'll be before I can pledge her to my service as my first true minion. I wordlessly leave him in his fantasy of world domination and head to the cafeteria. It's more out of routine than actual feeling hungry. The shock of running into an old friend after 4 years might have something to do with that. Maybe I should be angrier at Mizaki, but at the same time, who knows what had happened with her and her mother. She seemed pretty uncomfortable talking about it. At least she's here now. I guess that's all that matters. If Mizaki wants to tell me, she will on her own time. The cafeteria space, the cafeteria is broad and beautiful. I don't know where I got space from, but sure. Boasting polished surfaces, tidy, well-lit spaces. Modern future settles well on the brushed mahogany floor. Students in pristine uniforms travel to and fro, scooping food from the extensive buffet counters around the perimeter, the cafeteria, and returning to their friends. I spot Rui in the back corner of the cafeteria, staring up at the skylights with a thoughtful tilt to her head. Actually, this would be a perfect time to tell her about Mizaki. Rui would be thrilled to see her again. Hey, Rui. She jumps slightly and at the sudden sound, and only then do I remember that I'm supposed to be apologizing for being dramatic yesterday. Except I've never been great at apologizing, or even good. Or actually, even mildly passable. So we can't do anything right with our lives. Got it. Hey, how are you? I'm doing okay. How was class? It was okay, I guess. Oh, okay. We shuffle for a moment, and I finally clear my throat. About yesterday. It's okay, Yama. I know that seeing that the bus must have brought up some memories. You were just passing out. But I shouldn't have. No, I guess not. So next time something like that happens, I reserve the right to slap you silly. And just like that, everything is right between us. Perfect. Awesome. Great. What have I done to deserve a friend like this? Thanks. Buy me lunch. What? Aw, come on. It's only fair. If I go into debt, I blame you for constantly mooching off of me. Are you ever gonna pay for your own food? Probably not. But you can't count on those. You can't count those grocery trips. But you can't count those grocery trips because I end up cooking everything for you. And yourself. Labor taxes! Let's go already! I'm hungry. But just as she reaches forward and pulls my arm to her side, we hear a heavy, familiar voice from behind us. Well, 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 what have we here? We jerk around in synchronization and promptly come face to face with Mr. Ryuta. Ruby quickly squeals and jumps away, suddenly bashful. Oh, hi, Mr. Ryuta! Look at you two. The adorable childhood friends finally getting together after years of unneeded drama. Ugh, I feel sick. What is this, some crappy anime? What? We're not together? I wouldn't go out with Yama in a million years. It's actually really adorable. I struggle to maintain a straight face. I know, I'm just too good for you. She snaps back into the Rui that the rest of the academy knows as witty, confident, and touch moleculous. She opens her mouth, no doubt to smite me with some comeback or another, but Mr. Ryuta breaks us up. Well, if I don't end up barfing my guts out, you guys will have to have the most adorable wedding in all of history. And there goes Ray. How can you say something like that, Mr. Ryuta? You're a teacher. You should know better. Oh, come on. You two will look back on this day, mark my words. Yes. Probably. With a cheerful wave, he splits to the faculty express line. Great. Those words sound fairly ominous. I can already imagine all the embarrassing stories he liberally share with the other wedding guests. We'd probably have so many rolling in the aisles from laughter that really and be able to walk properly. What the heck am I even thinking about? Wedding? Ryui? Eh. Mr. Ryuta is his usual self. Is being his usual self, I see. Yep. Now he's got me thinking about... Nope, not going there. I refuse. Maybe now would be a good time to switch topic. Alright. I even have the perfect material. Hey, Ryui. You're not gonna believe this, but I saw Miki today. Ryui's face cuts to complete blankness in space of a millisecond. It is really shocking news. Maybe I should have eased it a bit. She ended up transferring to this school, and we coincidentally wound up in the same class. Dead silence. I finally start to feel a prickle of oppression. We can hang out together again. We can... Did you talk to her? What? Of course. It's Miki. Ryui, what's wrong? Aren't you happy? Well, no, I'm not. Okay, stop, please, Zach. As far as I'm concerned, she has nothing to do with either of us anymore. Don't you remember? We were kids who held a stupid grudge for something beyond her control. Come on, we're older than that now. Oh, are we? She didn't really apologize, did she? Well, I pause for a moment. Rui's expression immediately darkens. Please stop. I see that she didn't. And I know why. Because she wasn't there to see you fall apart. I don't think you remember, Yama. But you were in a really bad place after she left. Even to the part you know. But that wasn't because of Mizaki. I mean, yeah, but she triggered the whole thing. It's just... when I think about it, I get mad at her. Really mad. So you're holding a grudge. Fantastic. So it's probably best for both her and me if we stay away. If she stays away. So, you're not going to be friends again. The thought is so baffling that I can't help but stutter. In my mind, we'd always been a package deal. Me, Ryui, Mizaki, it was either all or nothing. However, guys, I think I'm going to end it here. Can't go on for too long, and then this one's been going on quite long enough.